Hey guys, round one starting up. Let's see if we can cast any spells in this hand. Looks like we can. Looks like we can cast a hell of a lot of them. Shimmering Grotto is so good when you're playing like 3 different splashes. Just means I'm gonna be able to cast colored spells forever. Cool. Get an island with this, I guess. Could also just play Dark Thicket Wolf and hold the Vigil and get in for 1 point. I think I just get Island. This lets me cast every spell in my deck at this point. Stitch Drake is the only spell I can't cast currently. Well, that and Grimgrin. But now we have that covered. Next turn I can attack for lots of damage if I so choose. Probably next turn I'm going to cast the Patrician. And then the turn after I'll travel prep twice on Patrician and Wolf and get in for like 9. Oops. I don't know who this is exactly, or why he's speaking in past tense, because there are more YouTube videos. Let's get in for 2. See if we get victimed or something. Nope. Not yet. Black-White is the bombiest sealed deck. Geist Honored and Bloodline Keeper. That's what I'm expecting here. And I would win fairly easily. Cool. But I don't know, maybe he's allowed to have other spells as well. I have to decide what I'm actually pumping next turn. I probably want 2 on the Markup Patrician, that just seems like it makes sense. I maybe want to pump the Pilgrim twice. Then I'll have 3 creatures which can get in pretty consistently. I guess let's do it like this. So we can trade a Screeching Bat for a Pilgrim if he wants. But the Wolf and the Patrician are getting in unhindered. And I have lethal next turn. We have a chump blocker. I think this is better than not pumping. 30 life, by the way. What a pro. How many Geist Honored Monks are getting cast this turn? Less than 1, ideally. Huh. Alright. That'll slow me down. And we're getting pretty flooded. We've cast about 4 spells. Probably just want to swing with both. Is he gonna like unburial rights now? That would not be good. I genuinely think Geist-Honored Monk may be better than Bloodline Keeper, by the way. At least we could spider spawning for 2 spider tokens next turn, if we drew it. Oh, it's getting boring. What's happening here? It's gonna tank a while. Can't have that many spells to cast, can you? I hope not. His first strike. So he can trade for the wolf. Unless I draw like a Moment of Heroism or something. Do I even have that? I didn't save my deck list. Could load it, I guess. What event is this? I don't care enough. I'm glad we're not playing 17. I think trading for all of his stuff is fine if he wants to. Does not want to. He's seen that island, so I'm gonna play it finally. After like he knew it was in my hand for 700 turns. Right. Okay. The Cloistered Youth is not very good. Fortunately, I gained 15 life in there somewhere. So I'm pretty sure I do not want to attack. Is that correct or stupid? I think it might be stupid. Yeah, it seems stupid. I'm fine with him putting Elder Cathar in front of this. If I end up trading Dark Thicket Wolf for all of the creatures on his side of the table except Voiceless Spirit, which is what might happen here, sort of worst case, not worst case, is likely case, if no other relevant spells get cast and stuff. That's what's going to happen. If that happens, I'm okay with it. I also like have Silent Departure in my deck and these things. You may transform. Would you like to? Curses. Alright, Geist Honored versus Bloodline Keeper. Problem with Bloodline Keeper is just that he's fairly slow. And you get overprotective of him, like you don't want to block with him. So on and so forth. I don't think I should attack here. I just get blown out for no reason by a bunch of combat tricks. And I feel like I have inevitability in this game. Maybe I don't. Maybe he has Unburial Rites or something. It's not like I have Devil's Play in my deck, but I feel like I can find a better spot, like... Okay. Like I can start attacking now, for example. Interesting. I still only have 2 in my yard. And that's gonna remain the case. I guess I wasn't the one with inevitability, now we know. Cards deep, and there are 2 creatures in my yard. What a great spider spawning. Alright, Grimoire has a counter on it. Not on Burial Rites. Ooh. Okay. We are looking in bad shape suddenly. Wait, are we actually? Now I have 4 creatures in my yard. Probably doing pretty damn well, actually. Love that spider spawning. I mean, yeah, he has to get a little lucky here. Attacking 2 spiders to put him on 1 with 5 creatures in play. It seems really hard for him to come back from that. Or I could just wait and very likely kill him next turn. I'd rather just go for it. I know that he doesn't have combat tricks at the moment, and putting him on 1 with a 3 creature overlap. 2 creature overlap? 2 creature overlap. That should be enough. Now it's actually sort of awkward. Well, I guess I just lose to Moment of Heroism and that sort of stuff. Village Bellringer? No, I'd rather just not give him another turn. Okay. He decided to burn his clock a little more. So... could Bramble Crush to deal with his Grimoire. I could board in a Grimoire. Just doesn't seem very good. Could Grimoire before he Grimoires. It's a pretty sick counter. Just going straight up green-red seems good against him. His deck is sort of fiddly. As opposed to mine, which is not fiddly at all. Oh no. Don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see any 2 toughness stuff I care about that much. And I think I'm going to be aggro. So I may not have creatures to tap. So we're going to go for Grimoire here. That's good enough. Probably never be able to cast Stitch Drake. Forest off the top would be ideal. What's going on here? This does not seem like the same deck that I was just playing against, right? Seems a lot like a different deck. He just decided to go aggro. This is very awkward. I have a lot of spells that I cannot cast. Maybe breaking for blue was better. I just didn't even think about it really. Leaves me needing to hit a forest, but I do have quite a few green sources. Your attacking days are over. At least if he plays Geist Honored here, I can Silent Departure it. Should be fine. Bonds of Faith, pretty good against Geist Honored Monk. Remove those creatures so it's not quite as big. Ooh, the Juggernaut. Oh, Island there would have been amazing. Instead I just actually have no play. That's less good. Considerably less good. Well, I guess Island wouldn't have even been that good. Well, I get to play Grimgrin. That's pretty good. It is quite good. Goliath, sort of uncastable. Yeah. I may want one-eyed scarecrows against him. I don't know. It might. It's possible. Oh, we didn't. We did? We did do that, okay. So we can, like, choose between 2 different decks, either of which is better than mine. Oh, it's a human? Oh wow, I thought we were okay. I did not realize that Geist Daughter and Monk is a human too. So I'm just completely dead. He worked out that part. Is he going to attack next? If he attacks next, I'm in a bit of trouble. Hopefully he will choose not to attack, though. Maybe he's thinking about killing something somehow, so that he gets to swing with the Juggernaut too. Like any play from him and I die, so he can do whatever. It's much harder to have a giant edge in Sealed than it is in Draft. It's a problem with it. Maybe he was thinking about whether to swing with Avacyn's Pilgrim? I don't know. Well, I could stay alive one turn, but it doesn't actually accomplish anything, does it? If he's gonna be doing that, he's gonna have enough flyers for Somberwald to be worth it. I like his green-white build a lot more. I guess, did I actually see any green cards? Just Avacyn's Pilgrim. It's probably not that much different. Some dog was getting excited outside as we hang out. Ooh, doing not much. There are all sorts of small edges I could be getting here by like tanking and making him switch and but I'm not, am I? Stitch Drake, One-Eyed Scarecrow. Let's do that. Can actually cast the Scarecrow. And I put Grimoire in my deck, so I'm on defense or something. Dog is going insane. Anyway, as long as I can get to the top 8 of the Release Event Championship, I'm fine. Because then I get to draft, you see. Making the top 8 seems sort of tough, though. It's a gigantic tournament. 268 already. Alright, what a hand. We have no way to actually kill any creatures, but my oh my, when we do. Do I like wait to let him flip that before I play my priest? It's tempting, right? It's not correct, on the other hand. god, why did I put Grimoire on my deck? Would I take out Blazing Torch? Blazing Torch would be so much better. It's gonna make me sink 1 mana a turn into a Goblin Fire Slinger, Oblivion Ring, something like that. Let's just randomly think of combinations of cards that could have some relationship to what's going on, and then claim that that's what I have analogously. Shoop-de-doo. I wish you didn't have like all this thinking to do every turn, because that would make me feel like he didn't have 7 different spells in hand or something. No Dark Thicket Wolf. Well, that one's okay. Let's just do this now. Have a bunch of lands I can discard. Yeah. Grimoire would be a lot better if I'd built a deck that had some way to kill creatures. In retrospect. Really? Guess. I mean, he's obviously repping Ranger's Guile, and if he's smart enough to do that, I'm gonna give him credit for it. Have a creature. There's so many Killer Queens stuck in my head right now. It's a good song. You can tell it's good because it starts with French stuff, right? What is this? Festerhide Boar? I'm okay with Festerhide Boar. I'm not overly okay with Festerhide Boar, I guess, but not that upset. Nope, just getting in. Sucks to have to block. Interesting that he did that pre-combat. Don't really know why you would. Wonder if I was meant to play a land last turn. Because I just like cast Grimoire and now I'm never gonna have mana to actually do anything with it. It's an interesting decision. Really getting in, wow. Guess like if he's playing like this, he has to have some sort of reach, right? What could it be? Unruly Mob is reach, sort of. I mean, I seem mostly okay if I end up having to chump block Unruly Mob a bunch, since I have Spider Spawning and Grimoire. Okay, it's time to spawn spiders pretty soon. Good. Bonds of Faith is a great card. One of the best for sure. Can discard it. I still have no anything in my yard. Guess let's take that out of commission forever. I'm going to stick both of my creatures in front of Unruly Mob. I'm going to get completely blown out by a combat trick, but at least I'll have Spider Spawning and Grimoire to hopefully get me to a point where I win. No Geist Honored Monk. No Geist Honored Monk. Okay. That's like a little bit irritating, but not so bad. You shouldn't really have a way to untap it in green-white. I can discard that. Then bring it back with Grimoire. What a great card. Yeah, good. Overall, an excellent situation. I feel like I die to a lot of cards here. Even if I do get a Grimoire, I'm still like behind him on board. Fortunately, I only need to survive 15 more turns. It's all about that Unholy Fiend, man. Gutter Grime. It strikes me as possibly good for me. I guess let's play the island then. Let's just think twice now. Seems alright. Okay, yeah, let's play the island. Still not much happening. He's just fireballing himself with Unholy Fiend slowly. Unholy Fiend is a very narrow card. You really have to be a balls to the wall aggro sort of deck, or else you end up in this sort of situation quite a lot, and it's not a very good situation. Interesting. Oh, it's legendary. Now you know. How many lands am I playing? Too many. Always too many. Ha! Okay, now we have outs. Let's play this big thing. The only problem is that eventually I might have to kill his own unholy fiend with that. I guess hopefully he'll be dead by then, won't he? Intimidate, not so relevant. Probably it just gets rebuked or something silly. Poor Grimgrin. But let's feed a Dark Thicket Wolf to it, I guess. To him. This could actually end really, really badly. It's gonna be a 7/7. He just like gets a bunch of tokens. Does it trample? I'm not going to attack, I don't think. I'm still doing fine here. And attacking now just seems overwhelmingly risky. Let's let him tap out at some point or something like that. And then we can go for it. Would you like to attack me? He would not. Five lands in my deck. I don't know what's going on with him. I guess he just put stuff like Cobbled Wings in his deck as his problem. Because he doesn't seem overwhelmingly flooded or anything. Yes, tap all your manas. God, tapping out for that there seems very, very bad. Putting in his deck seems pretty bad. Anyway. Good grief. See how this works. We are playing 2 copies of Ranger's Guile. Right. He does have to block. Maybe he'll miss that. That's a fine block. Let's do one of these. Grab a swamp, I guess. Look at all those spells. Let's play this. I don't know about what I'm doing right now. It seems very tied to Grim, like not dying. Also, he has Gutter Grime. Yeah, I'll have to see. Imagine Grim with combat damage. Like, wow. Like, wow. See what you got. Not much. Morbid something, I guess. He's gonna time out. Looks fairly likely. Oh dear. It's a good card. Good news is that I have a creature now. Stop drawing land, and everything looks to be going quite well. Let's see if we can survive a turn. Can definitely survive a turn. Don't know about like multiple turns though. He really needs to just play fast. C6. How much power do I have on it? 8? It's not really losing anything by blocking with another. Plus it gives him more stuff to do on his turn. Alright, Galvanic Juggernaut untaps. His tokens are going to kill my tokens. That's my guess. Oh, Geist Honored Monk, Jesus. This deck is so much better than mine. I mean, all the cards in it suck except for the Geist Honored Monk. But he has Geist Honored Monk. Okay. What's the best way to annoy him here? Bounce. An ooze, I guess? I'm just gonna chump block Geist Honored. Cannot attack with the spirit tokens, fortunately. For some reason he's still tanking every turn. Also, fortunately. Let's make him order some blockers. I blocked correctly. I'm not just trying to be a total dick. It's an interesting time to do that. Guess whatever works, huh? Ambush Viper does not fly. Okay. Doesn't seem like it stops me from blocking with spiders. Both at 5. Do I have lands in my deck? Probably not anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna win the game. That was sort of lame, but it happened. Yeah, I'll see you guys for round 2 in the 1-0 bracket with a much worse deck than that guy. Alright. He has 13 life, though. He's fine. Yeah, see you guys for round 2.